I'm going to be ranking the top 100 budget cards right now in NBA 2K23 My Team. We have a tier list here ranking from S that goes all the way down to F tier, and we have, like I said, the top 100 budget cards currently in the game. I consider a budget card to be any card under 25,000 MT. Some might be like 25 to 30k, but most of these cards are going to be ranging from anywhere from 5,000 to about 25,000 MT, and these are going to be the top 100 budget cards, and I'll be ranking them from S tier all the way down to F. So the first budget card is going to be Allen Iverson. I think you just got to throw him in the F tier category. He's only a 6-foot point guard, and he doesn't play that great of defense. I mean, he's a 6-foot point guard. Don't think I really need to explain too much, and I gotta fly through a ton of these cards, so can't give you guys my full breakdown on every single card, but I think Allen Iverson gonna be an F tier. AK-47 is a very interesting one because I know he has that dark matter, and that's still one of the best kind of, or that dark matter is one of the best shooting guards in the game, but I feel like this Opal AK is still a really good budget card. I'm thinking like B or A tier. I think I'm gonna go like somewhere in that middle of B tier. Still a really good budget card in the game. Amari Stoudemire, I'm gonna probably go C. Not a bad power 40, 6'10", has some pretty good dribble sigs. Just don't like his jump shot particularly, but everything else I do think is really good about Amari Stoudemire. Antoine Jameson, I'm probably gonna go C. He's not a bad like offensive budget shooting guard. He's got a pretty good jump shot. I mean, he was chicken man back in 2K21 for a reason. He still does have a decent jump shot, but I think there's going to be some better shooting guards, for example, in Trevor Ariza. I think he's much better, at that shooting guard position. I think he's kind of on the level of an AK-47, really good defender, has a solid jump shot. So I'm going to go Trevor Ariza in that B tier category. Scotty Barnes, I think you got to go as one of the best budget cards currently in the game. He's 6'8" at the point guard position, 7'2" wingspan. We know he's going to be an elite level defender, 97 block, 97 steal, 95 perimeter, 93 interior defense. He's going to be super athletic and quick, and he does have a new jump shot with the Garland base, and he does have great dribble sig. So I think Scotty Barnes you got to put in the S tier category. Shane Battier, another Trevor Ariza type of card. They can play small forward shooting guard, really good defenders, and have solid jump shots. I think for a top 100 budget card tier list, I think they're probably going to be somewhere in B tier. Elgin Baylor, I'm gonna go C. He's only 6'5" at point guard. I think he's solid at the point guard position, but don't think I can really put him much higher than C tier, only being 6'5" at point guard. Jonathan Bender, I'm gonna go B tier. He's still a 7-foot small forward, has a great player model, a really good jump shot. He's still really glitchy at that small forward position, so I'm gonna go Jonathan Bender and B tier for now. Brandon Ingram, I think I'm gonna also go B tier. A very similar card to a Trevor Ariza, Shane Battier. He plays solid defense. I don't like his jump shot though. That's the main thing about BI. I just don't like his jump shot too much this year, so I do think he's probably gonna be in B tier. Bill Walton, I think, will most likely be our first A tier budget card. I think he's really solid at the power forward position. He's a great defender, has really good dribble sigs. He moves like a point guard in game. He's that fast and has that good a dribble sig, so I do think he's probably going to be an A tier. Blake Griffin, not the biggest fan of this card. I know he's 6'10" at small forward, but I just don't think he really brings too much to the table besides, a little bit of athleticism and speed at small forward. DeMarcus Cousins, I'm probably going to go C tier. Not a bad power forward, just nothing too crazy. Kankar, I think is probably B or A. Like, I got to check out this card's stats and everything one more time because I kind of forgot what this card looks like, but I know he's 6'8" at small forward, 6'11" wingspan. Stats are pretty solid. He does have a great jump shot, really good dribble sigs. I think he's probably somewhere in like the high B tier category. I don't think he's much better than an AK, but maybe he'll be in the A tier category as we go along. Crum Butler, I think, is probably B, a really solid shooting guard. I would say like a little bit better than a Brandon Ingram and a Trevor Ariza. Is he as good as like an A tier card? I think probably that one step below, gonna be in B tier. Cedric Maxwell, I'm gonna go C. Not a bad small forward, like he's got a good jump shot. He's got some okay dribble sigs. Just wish his defense was a little bit better and that he could play the shooting guard position. Chris Paul gonna have to be an F tier, same reason as Allen Iverson. Dame, I'm actually go Dame in D tier. I think Dame is a little bit better than an Allen Iverson and a Chris Paul. He's 6'3". I think he's got a better jump shot and is a little bit more usable in game. So I think Dame's gonna be in D tier and Allen Iverson and Chris Paul gonna be in the F tier category. Adrian Dantley, I think he's gotta go in A. He's a very underrated shooting guard. I know he's a little bit undersized, only 6'5" at that shooting guard position with a 6'8" wingspan, but he's got great all-around stats and badges. His jump shot is absolutely money with the KCP base, Rudy Gay upper on very quick timing. He's got great dribble sigs with the DeMar size up, Curry escape, Dame behind the back. So I mean, yeah, this card's got a great jump shot, really good offensively. I think for a budget card, probably going to be an A tier. DeMar DeRozan, I'm gonna go S. I think DeMar's in the S tier category, got 2 Raptors players. Trust me, I'm not biased. DeMar is really good offensively. I think he's even better than an Adrian Dantley. And I would say probably gonna have 12 to 15 cards in S. And I would say he's probably like a top 12 to 15 budget card in my team. So I do think DeMar deserves to be an S tier. Got a great jump shot and really good at slashing to the basket. Luol Deng, another Shane Battier, another Trevor Ariza type of card. I like him a little bit more than those 2 other options, but I don't think he's as good as an Adrian Dantley at the shooting guard position. Ousmane Dieng, I think because of his size, got to be at least in B tier. He's a 6'10" point guard. He plays great defense, not the best jump shot in the world, and doesn't have the best of movements, but he's still super tall and has an okay jump shot. Dino Raja, I'm gonna probably go high C tier for Dino. Like, he's still got a really good wingspan. He's still a viable budget power forward. I just don't know if he can be in B tier with how many great budget cards we have in the game. I did like Dino for a while though. Vlade Divac, I'm also going C tier. Just don't like this card too much. His stats are very mid. Doesn't have a great jump shot. He's just tall at the power forward position. Donovan Mitchell, I do think is slightly better than Chris Paul and Allen Iverson. I know he's short as well, only being 6'1" at the point guard position, as I cannot spell Donovan. I don't know what buttons I'm clicking there, but yeah, Donovan Mitchell, I mean, I know he's only 6'1" at point guard, but he does have a 6'10" wingspan, a really good player model, way better than Allen Iverson and Chris Paul's player model, and that wingspan does make a difference. I feel like he plays better defense in both those cards. I think he's got a better jump shot, better dribble sigs, he moves quicker in game, and really good at slashing to the basket compared to an Allen Iverson and a Chris Paul. So I do think he's actually going to be in the D tier category, even though he's only 6'1". Draymond Green, I think you got to put an S just because of his size at the point guard position. I do think he's just Scotty Barnes with a worse jump shot. Both of them don't have elite level jump shots, but both are great defenders, really good at slashing to the basket, and have great size at that point guard position. Steve Francis, probably D tier, maybe F. He does have some pretty good sigs. His jump shot's a little bit wonky, so I'm gonna go F tier for Steve Francis. Gallinari, I'm gonna go D tier for Gallinari. I don't think he's that good at small forward, to be honest. I think he's going to have to be in D tier. Gary Payton, undersized at point guard, only 6'4", but he does play really good defense in game. He's got a great jump shot. He moves really quick. He's great at slashing to the basket. I think he's one of the better undersized point guards in the game, so I'm going to go Gary Payton in that C tier category. Rudy Gay, S tier. Probably the best budget card in the game. If he's not number 1, he's definitely somewhere in the top 5, and for sure is an S tier budget card. Really does everything amazingly on the court. He plays good defense, he can slash at the basket, and has one of the more easy jump shots to green in the game, so gotta go Rudy Gay in S tier. Glenn Robinson, I think is probably S tier, a very similar shooting guard to a DeMar DeRozan. I think he'll probably be lower S tier, but still one of the best budget cards in the game. Can really do it all on the court. Giannis, I would say is probably B tier. It's still a Giannis card. He's going to get great animations. He's a really good versatile defender. He's great at slashing to the basket. I still think you got to throw Giannis in that B tier category. Danny Green, I'm gonna go low B tier for Danny Green. I think he's actually pretty solid. He's got great dribble sigs. He's a good defender on the perimeter. I think he's better than some of these shooting guards in that C tier category. Jalen Green, I really did not like too much at point guard. I mean, he's not bad, I guess you could say, but he's 6'6" at point guard, 6'7" wingspan. I feel like he's low-key like a negative defender. He doesn't feel like a good defender at all. Don't like his jump shot. His dribble sigs are good. Like, he's got great dribble sigs. He's great at going to the basket. He's got the tray fade. I just don't like this card on the defensive end. Maybe I could put him somewhere in, I'll put him low B tier. I'll put him low B, but really not the biggest fan of Jalen Green. Hito Turkoglu, easy S tier. Don't think there's too much of a debate with that. The best budget point guard in the game besides Scotty Barnes. Him and Draymond I think is really close, but Hito Turkoglu, 6'10" at point guard, still has a super quick and elite jump shot. Gotta be an S tier budget card for sure. Joe Ingles, I'm gonna go probably like B tier alongside Ousmane Dieng. They both have great height at that point guard position, and I do think Joe Ingles actually has a solid jump shot. John Morant, another D tier budget card, a little bit better than a Steve Francis, a AI, and a Chris Paul, just because he's a little bit taller, a little bit more athletic, and way better going to the basket, but I don't think you could put John Morant on the same same level as a Gary Payton. Jaylen Brown, I'm gonna go C tier. This card's jump shot is just way too slow in my opinion. He's got great dribble sigs. I do like that about the card. He moves really well and he's a good defender, but I think he's probably gonna have to be in C tier. Jermaine O'Neal, I like Jermaine a lot. I'm gonna put him in A tier. He's got great size at that small forward position. I know a lot of people don't like his jump shot, and yes, it's a pretty bad release, but he does everything else so well. He brings great size, height, wingspan, player model. He's an elite defender. He can rebound. He can slash to the basket. He's got the best dribble sigs in the game. Like if we quickly take a look here at Jermaine O'Neal, you guys can see he's got the Steve Francis size up, the tray escape, aim behind the back. I know that jump shot's terrible, but this card does everything else at such a high level, and I do think he's going to be an A tier budget card. Joe Johnson, probably B tier. Like, he's a solid shooting guard, but I don't think he can be an A tier. I think Adrian Dantley is much better at the shooting guard spot. I was about to say Joe Smith. Josh Smith, I think you got to put in the S tier category. One of the best budget cards in the game. He's a really elite all-around small forward, has a new jump shot, which is very easy to time with, and a quick release, and he's got some pretty good sigs. And the main thing about Josh Smith is going to be his athleticism, his driving ability, and his defense as well. So I do think he's going to be an S tier budget card. Jason Richardson, same tier as Caron Butler, very similar at the shooting guard spot. Karl Malone, another very easy S tier. I mean, basically the same small forward as Josh Smith. They have the same dribble sigs, very similar jump shots, and very similar in stats and badges. So I do think they're both going to be an S tier. Some of the best budget cards in the game. Shawn Kemp, I'm gonna also go A tier. A really good offensive small forward. He's got a great jump shot. He plays solid defense. He's really good at slashing to the basket. I think he's probably an A tier budget card. Jason Kidd, I'm gonna go C tier alongside Gary Payton. Bernard King, kind of underrated at shooting guard. I'm gonna go somewhere in the B tier category. Klay Thompson, I'm gonna go C. Not as bad as like a Gallinari, a John Morant, those type of cards, but just don't think Klay is really that great at the shooting guard spot. Kyle Korver, I'm not the biggest fan of Korver either. I'm gonna go C tier for Kyle Korver. I just don't like his upper, don't like his jump shot. I feel like he's not that great of I don't think he's that great of a defender. KPJ, I might put KPJ in A tier. I think his offense is honestly next level. He's got such a good jump shot, really good dribble sigs. He's one of the best offensive point guards in the game just because he might have the best point guard jump shot. So I do think he's going to be in that A tier category. Kyle Kuzma, probably also A tier for now. I could definitely see Kuzma being in the S tier category just because of the offense he brings to the table. He's got one of the best small forward jump shots, and I think him and KPJ are very similar at the point guard and small forward position. Next card here is going to be Kyrie Irving. I'm going to go C tier for Kyrie. I do like him more than a Donovan Mitchell, a Ja. He just plays really well in game. I'm not sure why, but I do like Kyrie a lot. I think he's going to be in C tier. LaMarcus Aldridge, I'm going to probably go like high B tier, maybe low A tier. He's a solid power forward in the game. Just wish his defense was a little bit better, but I'm going to go probably B tier for LaMarcus Aldridge. Lance Stevenson, I'm gonna go like middle to high A tier. A really good defensive point guard. I think he's just like a shorter version of Draymond Green, but I think he's gonna be an A tier. Larry Hughes, probably somewhere in B. I think he's a really good offensive point guard, just a worse version of KPJ, but both are very similar at the point guard position. They both have great jump shots. Lauri Markkanen, I think you probably got to put Lauri just because of his size and everything about this card in S, just because he's a 7-foot small forward, 7'4" wingspan. He's got a great player model in game, and then you take a look at the stats and they're super well rounded. 90 block, 90 steal, 90 perimeter, 90 interior defense, great jump shot, really good shooting badges on Hoff. So I do think Lauri Markkanen gonna be like a top 12 to 15 budget card in the game, but I do think he's gonna be an S tier. Jeremy Lin, I'm gonna go C tier alongside Kyrie, a little bit better than like a John Morant, a Dame, so I do think he's gonna be in C tier alongside Kyrie. Kevon Looney, I'm gonna go probably, I know he's undersized, but I'm gonna go A tier. I think actually I'm gonna go LaMarcus Aldridge also in the A tier category. I think they're really good budget power forwards in the game. Brook Lopez, I think is really close to being S. Is he S tier? I'm not 100% sure. I think he's S. I think Brook Lopez is probably S. He's 7'1" at the 5, great jump shot, really good interior defense, and does have some pretty good finishing ability. So I'm gonna go Brook Lopez in that S tier category. Manu Ginobili, I think is really high A tier, maybe even S. I think Manu could be in the S tier category. I think he's just a better defender of KPJ. I think they're very similar at the point guard position with their offense. I do think Manu has better dribble sigs, but I think they're both going to be an A tier for now. Marc Gasol got to be an S tier. I think one of the best budget cards in the game because of his versatility, able to play power forward and center, really good defender, has a great jump shot. I think Marc Gasol for sure going to be in the S tier category. Chris Middleton, not that great. I'm going to throw him in probably in C tier. Mikal Bridges, I don't think that's great either. I don't think he's that good. I'm going to probably throw him in C tier. George Mikan is B tier. I know he's undersized at power forward, but he's still got a great jump shot. He plays a lot bigger than 6'10". He feels more like 6'11", maybe 7 foot. He feels like a 6'11" power forward. So I do think he's going to be somewhere in B tier. Paul Millsap, don't think he's really that great. I'm gonna throw him in D. I just don't like Paul Millsap that much in the game right now. Harold Miner, can't put him in the same tier as Karl Malone, but I'm gonna go probably B tier. A very similar point guard to like a Larry Hughes. Good offensively, but yeah, I just think he's going to be in B tier. Mitchell Robinson is a worse version of Brook Lopez, but not that much worse. So I do think he's going to be at least in the A tier category. A great defender, really good size at the center position. If you're looking for some budget centers, I think Mitchell Robinson and Brook Lopez are your go-to options. Mo Bamba is another really good budget power forward center. I think he's going to be in the A tier category alongside a Kevon Looney, a LaMarcus Aldridge, and a Mitchell Robinson. He gives you great defense. He's 7 foot at that power forward position, also with a 7'10" wingspan. Sidney Moncrief, I'm gonna go probably same tier as like a Jason Kidd and a Gary Payton. Miles Turner, I'm gonna go like low B tier for Miles Turner. He's a really good defender. Jump shot's pretty solid. Joakim Noah, I'm gonna go probably low A tier. A very similar power forward to a Mo Bamba. They both give you great defense, and Joakim Noah does have an updated jump shot. He's now got the Christian Wood base and the Scottie Pippen upper, so he has a way easier jump shot to time with, a lot easier to knock down. So I do think Joakim gonna be an A tier budget card. OG Anunoby, I think, is so close to being an S tier, and I think I might swap him for Glenn Robinson. I think I'm gonna move Glenn Robinson down to A tier, and I'm gonna go OG Anunoby in the A tier or in the S tier category. I think OG is slightly better than Glenn Robinson because he's just such a good defender and has an elite level jump shot. Pau Gasol is probably B. I think he's a little bit worse than like a LaMarcus Aldridge, a Kevon Looney, at the power forward position. I would definitely take all the bigs in A tier over Pau Gasol. Paul Pierce, I think, is probably going to be in C. Not that great of a budget card. Pink Diamond Peters, A tier for sure. He's 7'2" at center, 7'10" wingspan. He gives you that size at the center position that everybody desperately needs at this time of the year for a budget center. So I do think he's going to be in the A tier category. Julius Randle, not that great. I'm going to throw him in C tier. Ray Allen, pretty good. I'm going to go either high A tier or either high B tier or low A. I'm gonna go low A tier for Ray Allen. I still think he's great offensively, has a great jump shot, and really good dribble sigs. Michael Redd, Kyle Korver type of level. Don't really like his jump shot too much. I think he's probably going to be in C tier. Reggie Lewis, I'm going to go D. Just a little bit outdated at this point of the year, only being a pink diamond. Ricky Davis, I'm going to go A tier. I'm not sure if Ricky Davis is as good as an OG Anunoby, a DeMar DeRozan, a Rudy Gay. I think he's probably like on that Glenn Robinson level, just a step below the S tier category, but maybe they both get moved up to S tier later in the video. We know Ricky Davis, still a really good offensive shooting guard. Richard Jefferson, I'll probably say low B tier. I think he's a solid shooting guard. He plays good defense. He's great at slashing to the rim. Jump shot is okay, so I do think he's probably going to be in B tier. Robert Williams, because of his defense, is going to be in B. A really good defender. Dennis Rodman, I think, is also going to be in B tier. Another elite level defender. Really good at slashing to the rim for Dennis Rodman. And I actually don't mind his jump shot too much. Rondo, going to be in the F tier category alongside Chris Paul and Allen Iverson. Jalen Rose, I'm going to go A tier. A 6'8" point guard. Pretty solid jump shot, amazing dribble sigs. I think he's just a better version of an Ousmane Dieng and a Joe Ingles. So I'm going to go A tier for Jalen Rose. Rudy Gay, I'm going to probably go B tier. A good defensive power forward in my team, but still lacks that good jump shot. Sabonis, I think you got to put in A tier. As much as I don't like Sabonis too much because of his release, I still think he's going to be an A tier budget card. He's 7'3" at that center position, 7'6" wingspan. Would really like if he could play power forward and had a little bit more speed. I think he'd probably be an S tier for me personally. Sabonis, the other Sabonis, Domantas Sabonis, going to be in B tier alongside Pau Gasol. Brian Scalabrine, is he still an S tier budget card? I'm not 100% sure, so I'm gonna throw Scalabrine in the high A tier category. Still a really good all-around small forward. Shea, I think you probably go low A tier alongside Jalen Rose. Still has a pretty good jump shot, great dribble sigs, just lacks like elite level defense, so I do think Shea's gonna be an A tier. Pascal Siakam, even though I really like Siakam in real life, I'm a huge Raptors fan. I think he's going to have to be in C. Just doesn't have a good jump shot. J.R. Smith, A tier for sure. A very similar point guard to a KPJ. Manu Ginobili. Really good offensively. I think J.R. Smith got to be an A tier. John Stockton going to be an F. I think Thurl Bailey going to be an A tier, a really good two-way card in the game, plays great defense, has a good jump shot, really good all-around small forward and power forward card. Tony Kukoc, I'm gonna probably go B tier, good dribble sigs, just don't like his jump shot too much. Tyrese Halliburton is terrible, I'm gonna go D tier. Tyson Chandler, probably somewhere in B. A little bit worse than like a Mo Bamba, probably on like the Pau Gasol and Domantas Sabonis level. John Wall, actually really solid at point guard. I'm gonna go B tier for John Wall. I like him a little bit more than a Gary Payton, a Jason Kidd, and a Sidney Moncrief. And then we got a couple more budget cards here. I'm gonna go Jared Wallace in C tier. I'm gonna go Andrew Wiggins in S. I think Andrew Wiggins is one of the best budget cards in the game, especially at that shooting guard position. Really good defender, greatest slash into the basket, and I do like his jump shot. And then finally, Xavier McDaniel. I'll go probably somewhere in that B tier category. Not a bad budget card in the game. So how many cards do we have in S tier? I think it's 11 or 12, but let me quickly count how many guys we have in S. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, that's going to be my S tier category, and that's going to be me ranking the top 100 budget cards in the game. I'll just quickly scroll through the tiers here so you guys can pause the video, and if you want to see where a certain card does rank, definitely feel free to do so. But hopefully you guys did enjoy me ranking the top 100 budget cards. Definitely took a long time to record, edit, prepare, make the tier list, all that type of stuff. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. And yeah, I'm just going to quickly scroll through the tiers here. You guys can see where I would rank them. And yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.